Still waiting for some more? Huh? Okay. So, Prabhu, should we do the Narsimha Arati first? Let's do Narsimha Arati now. Okay. Then we'll see. Okay, Prabhu. Yeah, let's do Narsimha Arati.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So now we're going to recite the Narsimha Arati. So do you know, have you heard of Narsimha Arati? Have you heard of Lord Narsimha? Yes. Right? So it's a very famous pastime and an incarnation of Lord Shri Krishna. So if I could request, you take out your mobile phones, usme aap log search karen Narsimha Arati. So, you can all recite together and we can sing together. Right? So essentially we are going to adulate Shri Lord Narsimha, unke jo Param Bhakt Prahlad Maharaj, and that's what it's all about. Right? So with all the devotions, let's sing Narsimha Arati now. Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Prahlad Lad Dai Re,
Prahlad Lad Dai,
Prahlad Lad Dai Re,
Prahlad Lad Dai,
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha,
Nyakashi Purvakshaha,
Shilatankan Khalaye,
Shiladankan Khalaye,
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha,
Tu Narsimha Parato Narsimha,
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha,
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha,
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha,
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha,
Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha,
He Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha,
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade,
Narasimha Madir Sharanam Prabhave,
Tav Kara Kamalavare Nakha Adbhuta Shringar Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare. Tav Kar Kamal Vahe Nakha अवतारिका नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवगीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव बोलो श्री नरसिंह भगवान की श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की श्रील प्रभुपाद की
Let's pray. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Sapadantigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padkamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagan Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagan Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेशा राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे विंध्यावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे लाउडर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam bhangam langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Devi Dharanam. Hare Krishna. So, everything all good now? Can start? So good to see you. So good to see you, Prabhu. So, amazing. I know. When we have some really good senior devotees coming na, it's hard to speak ki kya bolo, Now I have to cater for people who are new and I have to cater for people who are already initiated, and obviously these guys know me, No, thank you, Prabhu. I really appreciate it. So Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Good to see you. So आप लोगों में से, what language do you want me to speak in, Hindi or English? I was talking to the other audience. What language is preferred? Is there anyone who does not understand Hindi? Raise your hand. No. If kids don't understand Hindi, na bad luck. Seriously. You should know Hindi. So Hindi is okay. Hindi, English both, hai na? Okay. So let's start. Krishna, please come sit. Come over, sit over here. Okay, so please आप बैठिए ना, आप क्यों खड़े हैं? Please, do you want a chair? हाँ ठीक है, इधर बैठ जाओ ना. No, आप बैठिए. आराम से चेयर पे बैठिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. There is nothing wrong with it. And whenever you want to stand up, you can stand up. No issues, है ना? So अभी क्या होने वाला है कि I want people to. It will be interactive session, है ना? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं यहाँ से बोलूँगा और आप लोग सुनोगे. It's not a school, है ना? So है ना? Okay. So let's see. I'll ask you, why are we here? Why are we here? हम लोग क्यों आए? आप लोग यहाँ पर क्यों आए? चलो, हम लोग तो ठीक है, हम लोग क्यों आए? आप लोग क्यों आए यहाँ पर? ऐसी, प्रभु, can I have the mic, please? I want someone just participate. आप लोग क्यों आए यहाँ पर? Why? What? What is the reason you guys are here? Who wants to say? Just say. There is nothing right or wrong. आप क्यों आए हो? आप क्यों आए यहाँ पर?
We got invited.
You got invited, ना? तो आपको क्या बताया? What did they tell you?
It's a spiritual session.
Spiritual session, okay. और कुछ बताया?
नहीं.
अच्छा, जितना ज्यादा बताओ उतना लोगों के आने की शंका हो जाती है कि अभी आएंगे नहीं आएंगे, इसलिए कम बताओ. बढ़िया. Very nice. Anyone else? What is the reason why you here? Please. There is nothing wrong. It's just थोड़ा सा ना icebreaker है. किस लिए आए? Why? Good vibes, okay. How many of you are here because your wife actually told you to come? No one. Okay. क्योंकि last session में 50% लोग ऐसे ही बोल रहे थे, बोले यार I don't know but wife asked me, I had nothing to say. So okay. So how many of you just come here because you came here because you couldn't say no to your friend? You don't have to raise your hands. It's possible. यार दोस्त ने बुलाया है, I can't say no. कई लोग, हाँ आप अंकल का तो मुझे पता है. अंदर के भाव प्रकट होते हैं. वेरी नाइस. कुछ लोग को लगता है कि यार लेट्स गो इतना मटेरियलिस्टिक चीज़ों में घुसे पड़े हैं, लेट्स गो एंड डू समथिंग स्पिरिचुअल, है ना. ऐसे भी इसलिए भी लोग आते हैं. सम पीपल कम हेयर, नॉट आप लोगों के लिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ, बट इन प्रीवियस सेशंस व्हाट यू हैव नोटिस, सम पीपल कम हेयर बिकॉज दे आर स्केर्ड कि यार किसी ने भगवान की चीज़ के लिए बुलाया, मना कर दूंगा तो भगवान को गुस्सा आ जाएगा. बोलो अच्छा तो मेरे काम पे नहीं आया, अभी तेरी जॉब करवाता हूँ गड़बड़. उनको ऐसा लगता है, दे थिंक दैट गॉड इज समवेयर सिटिंग देयर विद अ स्टिक इन हिज हैंड, कि वो देख रहे हैं कि किसने कब गलती करी और कभी फटाक, है ना. सम पीपल कम हियर फॉर दैट. नो मैटर व्हाई, व्हाट इज द रीजन दैट यू आर हियर, यू नो. कुछ लोग हैं जिनके पास चॉइस ही नहीं है, जैसे जिनका घर है, दे हैव नो चॉइस, यू नो, दे हैव टू बी हियर. Oh my goodness, Hare Krishna, so good to see you. Hare Krishna, Ashru. Wow. These are like my बिछड़े हुए दोस्त हैं ये लोग मेरे. So good to see you after a long time. Thank you, Prabhu, for coming. So, some people say कि forced by husband, कोई बोलता है forced by wife. You know, कई बार ऐसा होता है. और एक बार क्या हुआ, not last one, the one before we did, एक हस्बैंड आया, वो अपनी वाइफ को लेके बोले प्रभु इसको सिखा दो, मेरे को तो सब आता है ना. लिटरली दिस वाज द सेंटेंस, इसको सिखा दो, मेरे को तो सब आता है. हाँ बेटा. थैंक यू बेटा. मेरा ना सोर थ्रोट है, so that's why people are giving me this lemon drink and things like that. So thank you, beta. I really appreciate it. So there are a lot of reason, है ना. Now that's one question कि आप लोग यहाँ क्यों आए हो? Some why you here, bro? You tell me. Yeah, tell me. No, you tell me first. Why you are here?
I want peace in my life.
Very nice. यार शादी हो गई आपकी?
Good
luck.
आपको तो बताना पता.
All the best. मैं ये कह सकता हूँ आपको. Sitting here for 10 years, I can tell you all the best. I've been married for 9 years now. So.
हम मिलते रहेंगे ऐसे सेशंस में.
Oh, 9 years नहीं, sorry, 14 years. Don't tell my wife I miss. इस रिकॉर्डिंग का कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Anyway. Happily married. That's what I said. Happily married. 9 years है happily married because मेरे को अकल आ गई थी, है ना. Anyway, आप भी बोलिए.
Yeah, so to unwind.
Unwind. I like that word. Unwind. Because we are wound up in our life. जैसे चाबी घुमा देते हैं लोग. कभी बॉस ने चाबी घुमा दी, ठीक है. कभी अच्छे से दोस्त ने कब चाबी घुमा दी, किसी दुश्मन ने चाबी घुमा दी. कभी पॉलिटिक्स ने चाबी घुमा दी. डोनाल्ड ट्रंप प्रेसिडेंट बन गया, चाबी घूम गई, है ना. We have lot of winding up happening in our lives. So sometimes it is very nice to just go and unwind, you know. So that's your reason to be here. Now the second question comes, what do you think is going to happen today? What do you think is going to happen today in this class? And it's I'm asking these questions, they are actually very good, क्योंकि I will link that up to the class. I want you to tell me what's going to happen here. जैसे आपको बुलाया, आपके फ्रेंड ने बुलाया ना. So what do you think is going to happen here? Anyone? Do you want to say something? What do you think is going to happen now? After I finish this class, what will happen?
We're going to get something, positive.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
What kind of activities will happen? जैसे class. No. Not you. I want to ask people who are here for the, this program for the first time. What do you think is going to happen? Prabhu, you tell me. What do you think is going to happen now? After I finish this class, what will happen? Activity, what will we do?
Have food.
Food. I love it. Awesome. Yes, we will definitely have prashadam. What else? You.
So is it after you finish
After I finish with this class, what will happen?
Maybe we'll just rewind whatever we did in our mind, and probably we might feel.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, you might contemplate on what I said. Yeah. Very good. At the back. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Tell me. So what do you think is what activity will happen apart from prashadam and contemplation.
So, you want to know what my gut feeling?
Yeah, please.
So basically, it's a Krishna consciousness. इसके बारे में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं.
बहुत अच्छा, very good.
Right? To know what Krishna
Very good.
and his messages are. और then उसके बाद हमारा soul searching. Respective people सबका अपने अपने level से soul
Love
search
it.
करेंगे.
Beautiful. Thank you. Women, yes, please. Pass it on the other side. That's the other side. Come on. What do you think is going to happen now?
Aarti?
Aarti, yes. What happens in Aarti? What do we do in Aarti? What do we do in Aarti? Huh? घंटी बजाते हैं. What else we do?
Light the
दिया
lamp.
दी लैम्प है ना. और क्या करते हैं? Praise the Lord. Yes, very good. और क्या? आप लोगों को लगता नहीं है कि ये सब ऐसी दकियानूसी है? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? भगवान को ये दिया लगा रखा है. डू यू थिंक भगवान के घर में लाइट की कमी है? कुछ प्रॉब्लम है उनके पास? बिजली का बिल नहीं दिया उन्होंने. वी वांट टू गिव देम दिया. Isn't it दकियानूसी? Why do we do it? That will be our class. There is a thing called ritual versus spiritual. I'm going to ask you a question. हम लोग अपनी लाइफ में इन परसेंटेज वाइज बोलना, आउट ऑफ 10 कितनी चीजें ऐसे इसलिए करते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज हमने देखा है, नॉट बिकॉज हमें उसके बारे में पता है. 10 में से गिव मी अ नंबर. एवरी डे, स्पिरिचुअल, नॉन स्पिरिचुअल, सब रिलेटेड पूछो. 8 to 9. Very nice. Very good. That's actually correct. Up to almost 89%, which is nearly 90% of the things that we do every day is because we have seen it and and out of that we have no idea why we have no exact reason why we do it. Prabhu, I need your internet actually because मेरा ना जो hotspot है ना, it's not working properly. I need to play a video. So, which one is yours? Netcom, this one? Sorry guys, I should have done this before. I completely forgot. Connecting, yes. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to play a video, and that video will talk about something that we do, which is a term called conformity. Have you heard of that? Conformity. Let's look at this. And this is an actual real incident. This is actual experiment that has happened.
We set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beats, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. What happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
Now she's alone, the crowd is gone, and nobody is watching her, except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat.
seat, and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Thanks so much.
Everybody was doing it, so I thought I was supposed to.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do? We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on in their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age, when we see members of our group perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following in their footsteps.
When I saw everybody stand up, I felt like I needed to join them. Otherwise, I'm like excluded. Once I decided to go with it, then I felt much more comfortable.
Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to develop bad habits or repeat past wrongs.
And it's why even this rebel, who wasn't standing for any of this nonsense, eventually joined the ranks. And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act is that similar forces are subconsciously shaping the way you think right now.
So, आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि यार ये spirituality की क्लास में we're talking about conformity. So, why are we discussing conformity in here? Anybody wants to take a guess? There's no right or wrong answers.
This is how the society works.
Yes, definitely. This is how the society works. You know, आपको पता है everything that we do, including our politicians that we pick, are actually not our choices. It's actually majority of the people. Like for example, if I idolize someone, like for example Ashish Prabhu, and if I idolize Ashish Prabhu, and whatever he does, I want to do it, and he tells me, Brijesh, you know, I suppose I hate Donald Trump, and he comes and say, Brijesh Prabhu, what do you think of Donald Trump? I say, I hate him. I say, why, Prabhu? Do you know what he has done? You know, since he was for the time he was president, no war happened. He did not sanction anything for the war. He did not spend any money in the wars. He, he did a lot of different stuff, which was really nice. And because I idolize him, I'll probably say, you know what? My hatred of Donald Trump is biased. And that's why we conform to whatever. And yes, it's every day. Like for example, what I'm wearing is also conformity. I'm wearing Kanti Mala because ISKCON people wear Kanti Mala. I'm wearing a tilak because, ISKCON people wear tilak. So this conformity is actually not really good unless you understand why you're conforming. For example, आपको पता है there was a time जब in 650s cigarettes का जो sale थी, it was not growing. Cigarette की sale grow नहीं कर रही थी. You know what they did? They started putting women smoking. So now तब तक क्या था? Only men were the वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Consumers. Only men were consumers. Now they've doubled it suddenly because they introduced women. और क्या introduce करा है? Women are equal to men. Conforming. And now suddenly when they see their ideal woman or women smoking, what do you think the girls are gonna do? They think it's cool to smoke. India mein, a lot of women, they smoke and drink. Everybody knows it's bad. Why do they do it? यार हम लोग पढ़े लिखे हैं, उसके पैक पे लिखा है smoking kills, है ना? 10 million packs per minute sold in India. How many? 10 million cigarette packs sold per minute. और उसमें से 50% कौन ले रहा है? Women. Actually now they are more. Because lot of women, they think that, oh, I want to be equal to men, so I want to smoke. If you read our scriptures, women can never be equal to men because they're always higher. If you want to be equal to men, you're putting your standard down to become equal to men. Why would you want to do that? You know. So conformity is actually can be really, really bad. और हमारे साथ rituals में भी यही होता है. When we do some rituals, it's conformity. If I don't know the meaning of offering that lamb, if I'm doing it, what does that mean? I'm conforming. You know. And that is why we have to understand that rituals, if they are done with spirit, all the rituals which are done with spirit becomes spiritual. That is the difference between ritual and spiritual. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What is more important, banana or peel?
Banana.
How many of you say banana is more important? Raise your hands. All right, very good. How many of you think peel is more important? Raise your hands. Okay. All right. So if you think banana is more important, can you tell me why? You said banana is more important. Why banana is more important?
It's important to me because, of course, like peel.
Is it on? Turn on.
So even though peel is important to protect the banana,
yeah.
Still what I consume is the banana. And
okay, so that's why you said banana. Yeah. Oh, very nice, very good. So and who said banana peel is important? Yes, can you tell me why banana peel is important?
So actually, I haven't said either of them. So it's all perspective.
Mm-hmm.
If I look at the perspective of peel being the protector of banana, peel is important. If I look at the perspective of mind, which is beneficial to me, it's banana. So it's all perspective. There's nothing right or wrong.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, very good. Beautiful. I asked my wife this question. Na? She goes, banana peel is more important. I said, why? She said, oh, because people don't know that banana peel, it can be used for this organic thing. Or yeah, she was going on a tangent. I said, ek kaam karna, next time you have banana, I'll have the banana, you can have the peel. You think it's more important? No? Actually, you're right. Both of them are more important. Banana peel is there to protect the bananas. Ek aur example lete hain, then I'll give you more. It will give you more clarity. Okay, what is more important? Pani ki bottle ya uske andar ka pani? How many of you think water is more important than water bottle? Raise your hands. So water is more important. Okay. How many of you think water bottle is more important? Raise your hands. Water bottle is more important. Okay. So people who think water bottle is more important, why? Can you pass on the mic? Why? Beta, why do you think water bottle is more important?
Maybe because it holds the water.
Yes. Agar hold nahi karenge to, if there is no water bottle, then how would we store the bottle? How would we store water in there? अगर bottle नहीं होगी तो ऐसे करके थोड़े घूमेंगे पानी को चुल्लू में लेके, है ना? Good, huh? So people who said water is more important, one of you tell me why do you think water is more important?
Water is the source of life on earth.
Yes, water is source of life on earth. है ना? So ultimately when you discuss this, what is more important? Both of them are very, very important. So अगर water bottle भी important है, so what I should do is I should go to the shopkeeper and say, you know what, पानी तो मैंने पी लिया है, बट मैं क्लास में गया था, वहां पर बोला वाटर बॉटल भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो ये वाटर बॉटल ले लो और 50% पैसे वापस दो मुझे. व्हाट डू यू थिंक ही विल से? गेट लॉस्ट. तो आप उसको क्यों व्हाई इज दैट वाटर बॉटल यूजलेस नाउ? व्हाई इज दिस शॉपकीपर नॉट टेकिंग वाटर बॉटल? एक सेकंड बेटा, है ना, यू वर देयर इन द लास्ट क्लास. So why do you think the water bottle will not take that? We just discussed water bottle is equally important. Why is this person not taking water bottle? Why is अगर $4 की बॉटल है, $2 उससे मुझे वापस करने चाहिए ना? है? Exactly right. उसमें क्या है? पानी नहीं है. So हमारे जो रिचुअल्स हैं, they are like water bottle. वो रिचुअल तब तक ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जब तक उसके अंदर स्पिरिट है, तभी तक इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये रिचुअल मैं भगवान के सामने दिया दिखा रहा हूँ भगवान को, लेकिन मैं अंदर ये सोच रहा हूँ यार उस बंदे की तो मैं ऐसे तैसे कर दूंगा, उसने बोल कैसे दिया मुझे ऐसे. एंड यू आर सेइंग भगवान की आरती हो रही है, लेकिन दिमाग आपका कहीं और है. दैट मीन्स यू हैव वाटर बॉटल देयर विच इज दिया. ठीक है, दिया है आपके पास, वाटर बॉटल है, बट उसमें वाटर नहीं है. That means it's useless, and that's what we call it andhavishwas. There was this lady, उसके घर में ब्लैक कैट थी, तो उसकी बेटी was getting married, तो उसने अपनी ब्लैक कैट को क्या करा, क्योंकि वो उछलेगी कूदेगी और शायद वो यज्ञ जो होता है शादी का उसको खराब कर सकती है, तो उसको एक टोकरी के नीचे रख दिया, उसके ऊपर एक उल्टी करके टोकरी रख दी. अच्छे से शादी हो गई, everything went smooth. When this girl who was getting married, when she got older, उसकी जो बेटी की शादी थी, she was getting her daughter married, and she told everyone, hey, go and find me a black cat. तो they went and found her a black cat. तो उसने उस black cat को रखा, उसके ऊपर टोकरी रखी, and then उन्होंने शादी करी. Everything went very smooth. Now this girl who was getting married, when she had a daughter, when that daughter was getting married, she called everyone and said, hey, I want a black cat. Now what happened? What is this? ये जो एक्शन था उसको नीचे रखने का, what was that? Conformity. Because एक अंधविश्वास हो गया. So now this class that we are doing right now, ऐसी क्लास में your friends come to the class on every Friday, उसमें हम लोग यही चीज डिस्कस करते हैं. How can we actually become more spiritual by understanding all the rituals properly? है ना, रिचुअल्स का एक्चुअल मीनिंग क्या है. मेरे इसमें से नोट्स गायब हो गए फॉर सम रीजन, बट आई हैव अ बैकअप. एनीवे, सो नाउ आई एम गोना टॉक टू यू अबाउट, I'll give you a story, and I know that you guys have heard this story a lot. So I apologize. This is for the new people only. There was a boy, his name was Raju, and he used to love Kaju. So there was a boy named Raju, he used to love Kaju. तो क्या हुआ, एक बार he was playing and their बूढ़ी अम्मा होती ना गाँव में, she was standing at the corner and she goes, Raju, come here. तो राजू गया भागा भागा, बोले राजू, do you like काजू? बोले हाँ दादी अम्मा, I love काजू. बोले here you go, एक मुट्ठी भर काजू दे दिया. And राजू ने फटाफट खा लिया and he वापस चला गया खेलने के लिए. Next day he was playing again दादी मम्मा अम्मा came, say राजू come here, do you like काजू? हाँ दादी, एगो काजू खा लिया वापस उसने. थर्ड डे भी ऐसा ही हो गया. तो फिर उस राजू के दिमाग में आया, ये दादी अम्मा मुझे रोज काजू क्यों खिला रही है ना. छोटा बच्चा ही था, 7-8 साल का. उसने बोला दादी अम्मा आप ये इतने महंगे काजू हैं, आप मुझे क्यों खिलाते हो? कहती दादी माँ कहती बेटा मैं तुम्हें इसलिए खिला देती हूँ क्योंकि मेरे दांत नहीं है, तो आई कांट ईट काजू, तो मैं तुम्हें दे देती हूँ. वो सेटिस्फाई हो जाता है, हाँ ठीक है, खा लेता है काजू. नेक्स्ट डे वापस आता है. नेक्स्ट डे उसके दिमाग में आता है, उससे बोलता है दादी अम्मा आप ये काजू मुझे खिलाती हो, आप खरीदती क्यों हो जब आपके दांत नहीं है ना. पॉइंट है ना भैया, आप दांत ही नहीं है तो क्यों खरीद रहे हो काजू, मत खरीदो. तो दादी अम्मा कहती है कि राजू मेरा बेटा फॉरेन कंट्री गया था, तो वहां से वो चॉकलेट लेके आया था, वो चॉकलेट के अंदर थे एक काजू, तो चॉकलेट तो मैंने चूस के खा ली, एक काजू बच गया, ये मैं काट नहीं सकती इसलिए मैं तुम्हें दे देती हूँ. So what do you think happened to Raju? He turned around and ran. You know? Never ever to come and see Dadi. So the question here is, what is the difference between Raju now and Raju yesterday? What is the difference? Huh? He hates Kaju. But what changed for him? What has changed?
He got knowledge.
Huh?
He got knowledge.
He got knowledge. He got knowledge. So हमारी लाइफ में बहुत सारे लोग हमको काजू खिला रहे हैं, है ना? कोई बोलता है, अरे 101 रुपए चढ़ा दो यहाँ पर, अभी आपका नौकरी लगवाता हूँ. अरे आपको पता है यहाँ पर एक नारियल तोड़वा दो, आपका शादी भी हो जाएगा, है ना? ये सब क्या है? These are the काजू जो हमारी लाइफ में हम लोगों को दिए गए हैं. We have no idea. The only thing that can protect us from that kaju is knowledge. And this is the reason why we meet every Friday. यहीं पर एलिमेंटा में we meet here every Friday and discuss this knowledge so that no one can give us that kaju. Does it make sense? हमारा बॉस हमें काजू दे रहा है, हमारा सोशल मीडिया हमें काजू दे रहा है, ठीक है? हमारे जो फ्रेंड्स है वो हमें काजू दे रहे हैं. Somebody will come and say, you know what, I bought a new Maserati, you know, and then you look at the Maserati and like, oh my goodness, yaar, you must be so happy. And then you look at the reality of that show is something else. The person is in debt and going through a lot of issues in home, but all we can see is Maserati. And it's like, oh my goodness. So this is what it is. This is kaju. We want to, and then what we'll do, we'll drop everything and start working hard to get that Maserati. Thinking that the Maserati will give me the same happiness as I see my friend on Instagram. It will not happen. It's a kaju. You know, we just need to understand, have that knowledge. Now, in order for us to understand, get that knowledge, we have to find a source जहाँ से वो knowledge आएगी. हमारे शास्त्रों में सारी knowledge है, लेकिन हम लोगों को क्या लगता है? हम लोगों को लगता है कि that knowledge is only for people who are backward class. You know, a lot of people. I went to a friend के घर से I had to leave because हमारी क्लास होती है 7 o'clock को. तो मैंने बोला, उनकी पेरेंट्स आए होते हैं, तो आंटी ने बोला, बेटा खाना खा के जाना. मैंने कहा नहीं आंटी, मेरा भगवद गीता का क्लास है. And she looked at me as if I've asked her for her kidney or something, you know. She goes, what? You go to भगवद गीता क्लास? मैंने कहा yes आंटी जी. तो कहते हैं कि ये कोई उम्र थोड़ा है भगवद गीता पढ़ने की. तो बोले जब हमारी उम्र में आ जाओ तो पढ़ना, अभी तो तुम्हारे खेलने खाने के दिन है, एंजॉय करो, भगवद गीता रहने दो. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, आपकी एज में आके करना चाहिए ना. बोले हाँ. मैंने कहा चलो फिर आप भी चलो. And then she said no, I don't want to go. मैंने थोड़ा सा ड्रिंक कर लिया है, whatever, you know, doesn't matter. कहने का मतलब ये है कि we have people in our country, they think of spirituality as a substandard, subclass business. You know, अगर हमने तिलक लगा दिया है, he must be uneducated. Oh sorry, I didn't introduce myself. मैं यहाँ पर बैठता हूँ ना, तो I usually introduce myself so that people don't think that, you know, I'm doing this, I'm saying all of these things because I have nothing else to back myself on. So my name is Brijesh, and I work for Commonwealth Bank for almost 19 years now. A commercial lending operation. I'm the national head of commercial lending operation. So I have a full-time job. I've got a full-time kid. You know, I've got a double-time wife. Oh my. So यही मैं सोच रहा था. मैंने कहा यार ये मैं उधर नजर गई, लेकिन उसको हिंदी नहीं आती ना, तो शुड बी ओके. अरे यार, लेकिन वो जब तक यहाँ तक पहुंचेगी ना, तब तक उसका वो चला जाएगा, इंटरेस्ट चला जाएगा कि यार हिंदी में ज्यादा क्लास हो रही है. So the reason is I'm doing this. I do this every Friday on top of what I do. I do full-time job. I have a full-time, like whatever, like there is no difference between even Lalit Prabhu and Ruchita Mataji, you know, Raghuna Prabhu and Mataji. They have their own jobs. They have business as well. They run parallelly and they do bhakti as well. And this is what we want to be conformity. अगर आपको किसी चीज को conform करना है, this is what we should be conforming to. Rather than conforming to hustle bustle कि यार I want to be like that person because he looks more successful. We should be aspiring for, I want to be like this person who has balance in his life about spirituality and materialism, you know. And that is what the purpose of these classes are, so that we don't get lost. हमारी लाइफ में बहुत सारी दादी अम्मा हैं जो कॉर्नर में खड़ी होकर हमारे काजू लेके खड़ी हैं, वेट कर रही हैं कि प्लीज कम टेक इट, एंड वी गो एंड टेक इट एज वेल. नो नॉलेज, नो पता ही नहीं है काजू कहाँ से आ रहे हैं. यू नो, सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमारे पास वो हो. व्हाट टाइम डू आई हैव टू फिनिश बाय द वे? 11 o'clock it is. So now what we'll talk about now is rituals are expressions of love. Now आप सोचो, मेरा बेटा है यहाँ पर, है ना, ये मैंने इसको बोला कि यार बेटा मेरा कल बर्थडे है तो आई वॉन्ट यू टू डू समथिंग, एंड ये कह रहा नहीं पापा मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, ये ना, तो मेरे को बड़ा दुख होगा. एंड नेक्स्ट डे इसकी मम्मी इसको 2 थप्पड़ मार दे, पटाक, ए पापा के लिए कार्ड बना के ला. वो पापा के लिए कार्ड बना रहा है रोते रोते गुस्से में, और ऐसे कार्ड फेंक के चला जाता है ना. सो दैट्स अ रिचुअल. तो मम्मा ने बोला कार्ड बनाना है पापा के लिए, उसने बना दिया, इट्स अ रिचुअल. बट हाउ मच हैप्पीनेस वुड आई गेट आउट ऑफ दैट? नेगेटिव. और दुख होगा, यार ये क्या है यार, यू नो, कैसी औलाद है ना. ऐसा नहीं करता है बाय द वे. बट कहने का मतलब है कि व्हेन भगवान कृष्ण इज आवर सुप्रीम फादर, so when we want to do something for him, do it with love and affection. If we do it because बाजू वाला कर रहा है, भगवान पागल नहीं है. They can see through us. They can see what our intention is. अगर मैं यहाँ पर दिया लेके खड़ा हूँ, भगवान को कह रहा हूँ भगवान प्लीज यार ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिला दे, बस ये लास्ट वाला है, ये मेरा ना पूरा मेरा बोनस बन जाएगा इससे, प्लीज ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिला दे, है ना. सो भगवान के पागल है क्या? उनको पता नहीं कि क्या मांग रहा है, क्यों कर रहा है दिया मेरे लिए? डू यू थिंक ही इज मैड, ही इज क्रेजी? एंड सम पीपल थिंक दैट some people think God is not intelligent, you know. Some people think God is powerful but he's not intelligent. कैसे? God 2 million, बस ये जो लास्ट डील है ना, 2 million की डील चाहिए मुझे. देखो भगवान, आप अपना दिमाग मत लगाना, क्योंकि आपसे ज़्यादा दिमाग मेरे पास है. आई वॉन्ट दैट 2 million. आप बस अपनी पावर दिखाओ. अगर वो 2 million से मेरा कोई नुकसान हो रहा, आप चिंता मत करो, क्योंकि यू आर नॉट इंटेलिजेंट, आई एम इंटेलिजेंट. यू यूज माई इंटेलिजेंस एंड यूज योर पावर एंड गिव मी 2 million. नाउ ये बहुत एक्सट्रीम एग्जाम्पल है, बट इफ यू सटली थिंक अबाउट इट, मोस्ट ऑफ अस हैव दैट डीलिंग विद गॉड. यार आज मैं व्रत रख लेता हूँ, क्यों यार बहुत परेशानी हो रही है, बॉस बहुत परेशान कर रहा है. एज इफ आपके व्रत रखने से बॉस मर जाएगा. नथिंग. व्हाई आर वी डूइंग व्हाट वी डूइंग? वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट फर्स्ट, एंड दैट्स व्हाट भगवद गीता में भगवान कृष्ण गेव द नॉलेज टू हु? अर्जुन. Arjun was not a sannyasi or a beggar or anyone. He was a prince. He was a king. So that knowledge was given to him on a battlefield, not on the street corner or not on a pub. कि यार pub में बैठे हैं, 2 drink उसने मार रखी है, 2 drink मैंने मार रखी है, और फिर भगवद गीता चल रही है. That's not what's happening. It is given to someone. Arjun was saying, I don't want to fight. I don't want to kill my family members. Bhagwan said, no. Maam anusmar yuddhicha. Bhagwan said, you do the fight. You remember me and do the fight. Do the fight with the right understanding of why you're doing it. You know? So he's trying to take Arjun out of conformity to do the right thing. And that's what we get when we read scriptures. And this is what we need to understand when we go deep into the spirituality. We need to understand why do we do some of this. If the ritual are not expression of love, then they are rubbish. I have got no meaning. So now And the symbol, so now if you look at it, हम लोगों ने क्या बोला था? राजू में क्या आ गया था? राजू had something which is called knowledge now. So when जब knowledge आती है तो ignorance चली जाती है, ठीक है? So जब हम लोग ये दिया दिखाते हैं ना, when we are showing the candle to the Lord, हम ये नहीं बोल रहे हैं भगवान आपके घर में लाइट चली गई है, ये मेरी तरफ से ऑफरिंग है. That's not what we're saying. We're saying, oh God, just like this diya, when it is lit up, gets rid of all the darkness of ignorance, please dispel that darkness of ignorance from my heart and from my mind, so that I can see everything clearly, so that I don't conform to the whole society, so that I can make the right decision, so that I can actually progress in a way I was supposed to. You know, with this laptop, Apple laptop, I got a manual as well. You know, it comes with a little manual. आजकल तो सारा digital होता है. There's a code there. You scan it, and on your phone you get the manual. If you use this instrument as per the manual, it is easier to use it, and you will not wreck it. You will not destroy it. मानते हो ना? कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि you know, me and my son, usually when we get a new toy or something like that, we don't. Oh, thank you. That's what mother does, you know. Motherly love. What was the saying? Manual, yes. हाँ, तो हम दोनों. So when we get a new toy or something, अभी हम लोग got him a Nerf gun, बहुत बड़ी सी. तो हमारे बीच में ये होता है कि यार let's do it without a manual, you know. Let's see if we can do it. And 60 to 70% of the time we make so much mistake that we have to dismantle it and put it again. हमारी जो भगवत गीता है, it is a manual for life. अगर आपको समझना है कि how do I live my life to my fullest satisfaction and to my fullest capacity, then आपको भगवत गीता पढ़नी ही पड़ेगी. नहीं पढ़ोगे तो it's okay. जैसे हम दोनों स्ट्रगल करते हैं, बार बार गलतियां करते हैं, करते रहो, है ना. So and it is less chances that their dadi amma will make a fool out of you by giving us a kaju if you really read that manual, you know. That is another thing Bhagavad Gita does. So now there is a shlok आप लोगों ने स्कूल में पढ़ा होगा, asato ma sadgamaya. You remember? How many of you remember the shloka? Do you want to say the shloka, please? Prabhu, mic देना उधर.
I'm not so good with that.
That's okay.
Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityo ma amrutam gamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti.
Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Asato ma sadgamaya. What is the meaning of that?
From the darkness to light.
Very nice. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamso ma jyotirgamaya is from darkness to light. What is asato ma sadgamaya? असत्य से के सत्य की तरफ. तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमया. ज्योति means light. Tamas मतलब darkness. Take me from darkness to light. And what is the meaning of last? Mrityor ma amritam gamaya. What does that mean?
From death to life.
Death to eternity. हाँ, death to eternity. क्योंकि अभी right now हम लोग क्या है? One day we're gonna die. We know that, है ना? We all will die one day. So we are living like death. We are going towards death. But as soon as you understand Bhagavad Gita, you realize that it's actually death is only for the body. The soul never dies. Once you know that, then you are actually going to Amrit, which is eternity. I know some of these guys, they came because they thought Arjun Sakha Prabhu is giving the class. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so now this is very important that कई बार हम लोगों को लगता है ना कि अगर हम लोग भगवत गीता पढ़ेंगे, what will happen? You know what will happen? We will reduce the burden on the society. हम लोग अभी कैसे पता चलेगा कि हम लोग contribute कर रहे हैं कि धरती पे बोझ हैं? कैसे पता चलता है? How do we know? मेक ए गेस. How do we know that हम लोग धरती पे बोझ हैं कि हम लोग नहीं है बोझ? माइक पे बोल रहा हूँ.
If we are not serving society.
If you are not serving, then you are a boj. Okay. Okay, what else? How else we know that we are actually... Yes, Prabhu.
One of the ways I feel is when I can get a smile or in a way, some kind of gratitude from my own side because somebody has done something good for me, or as for that matter, when I do something
good for others, which is a service. Either I take the service and I feel gratitude, or I give a service to
I love it.
Some other way.
I love the way he did it both ways. It's really good. Yes, over there. Very nice, Prabhu. I love the fact that because taking service is also very important, because everybody says, no, मुझे सेवा मत करो. Then who? हम लोग सब लोग सेवा करना चाहते हैं, कोई करवाना ही नहीं चाहता तो क्या करेंगे अपन लोग, Very nice. Yes.
मेरा ऐसा सोचना है कि everybody has a role to play. And everybody is here for a purpose. तो कोई बोझ है या नहीं है, I don't believe it. Everybody is contributing to the...
How do you know that you as a person is fulfilling what you came for? How do you know? That's the question.
Fulfilling my purpose.
Yeah.
It depends on person to person.
I'm talking on you. I'm talking
myself.
On you.
My perspective जो है, if I am more inclined to spirituality, my purpose is towards spirituality. So if I am going towards my goal, then that fulfills my purpose.
That's good. इसलिए हम लोग सबसे पहले क्या पता होना चाहिए? We need to know our
purpose.
We need to know our goal. No matter what kind of GPS system we have. What is the full form of GPS? Global Positioning System. कितना भी बढ़िया हो. If you don't know your destination, what's the use? है ना? It's of actually no use. आप बैठ जाओगे, आपके पास the world class, the top of the world आपके पास instrument है that can do like precisely millimeter के हिसाब से आपकी location बता देता है. But you don't know where to go. If we don't know our goal, and how do we find our goal then? How do I know what is my purpose? Where do I get, where do I go to find it?
मैं बोलूं?
हाँ बोलिए.
प्रभु जैसे अभी बोला, अस्तो माँ सदगम है, मतलब असत्य से सत्य की ओर जाना, अंधकार से प्रकाश की ओर जाना, बुराई से अच्छाई की ओर जाना, यानी कि मीन्स गुड डीड्स. और जैसे कि हम आए हैं यहाँ पर, वी शुड बी ए गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग्स.
कैसे पता चलेगा कि हम लोग जो कर रहे हैं वो गुड है?
वो फिर अपने आप ही समझ आने लग जाता प्रभु, जहाँ तक मैं सोचती हूँ.
मैं आंटी आपके आई थिंक बिकॉज यू हैव बीन, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, लास्ट 10 साल पहले आई वाज एन एथियस्ट, कंप्लीट एथियस्ट, भगवान को मानते ही नहीं था. तो मेरे लिए तो ये अच्छा था कि किसी को भूख लग रही है तो उसको खाना खिला दो.
हाँ, तो वो भी अच्छा है.
लेकिन अगर किसी को और प्यास लग रही है तो उसको जो चाहिए पिला दो. अगर वो मुझे बोलेगा कि मुझे आई वांट वोडका एंड आई गिव हिम वोडका, मेरे को तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी. मैंने कहा उसको जो चाहिए वो दो ना भैया. तो हाउ डू आई नो? मेरे को तो ये लगता था, हाउ डू आई नो व्हाट आई थिंक इज गुड डीड्स इज एक्चुअली गुड डीड्स? हाउ डू आई नो? दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन.
हम छोटे होते थे तो हमने देखा एक डॉग है, वो करा रहा है और चीख रहा है. हमने खुद 2-4 बच्चे मिलके जैसे हम आए अपने घर में आए, इसलिए लाए कि वो ठीक हो जाए, उसको दूध पिलाया, कुछ किया. ये भी उस समय तो हमें ये नहीं मालूम था कि ये गुड डीड है और बैड डीड है. ये पता था कि ये कष्ट में है तो
नहीं
कहते हैं कि लव की भाषा तो पशु पक्षी भी जानते.
नहीं, मैं समझ गया. आप बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो. मैं इनसे जानना चाहता हूँ, इन लोगों से, गिव देम द माइक. आपकी बात बिल्कुल ठीक है. मैं इनसे ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि हाउ डू यू नो, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने बोला ना, एक कुत्ता करहा रहा है, ठीक है, मैंने उसको ड्रग्स का इंजेक्शन दे दिया, अब तो उसका करहाना बंद हो गया, अब तो भाग रहा है, वो पैर टूटा हुआ है फिर भी भाग रहा है, उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. मैंने कुछ अच्छा करा क्या उसके साथ? मेरे हिसाब से तो मैं अब तो वो रो ही नहीं रहा है. So मैं एक उनको माइक देना. Tell me anyone, like I'm not asking you. आप बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो आंटी जी, and I think I want them to tell me how do I know I'm doing a good deed.
There are two things. ठीक है, यहाँ पे दो चीजें हैं. एक तो है आपका
I'm gonna challenge you. Is that okay ना?
No, that's
nothing against anyone. आप क्योंकि ये जब when we discuss this ना, we are churning the subject. When you churn the subject, lot of good things come out.
Absolutely, and this is the beauty of the following that we to follow. जो कि दूसरे में नहीं है. दो चीजें हैं इसमें. एक तो है जो मैंने बोला, everybody has a purpose, right? Now coming to how do you feel that is right or wrong? दो उसमें भी दो चीजें हैं. दो क्या हैं? एक तो है कि आप जो आप महसूस करते हैं, ठीक है, when you question yourself, how do you feel doing an action? जैसे आपने उसको कुछ एनेस्थेसिया दे दिया and how do you feel? Just ask yourself from within.
आप हिटलर को पूछो how did you feel when you were torturing? You know what he said?
He feels good.
He felt
absolutely
that was the right thing to do.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's not right, yeah.
Again, right or wrong का perspective is perspective.
ये मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, how do we get that? We can't just say कि it's a perspective thing. There is definitely right and there is definitely wrong. How do we 100% know this is right, this is wrong? That's the question.
हाँ, तो वो मैं बता रहा हूँ. Right and wrong जो decision होती है, it's more on the social basis जो decide करते हैं.
Conformity, you mean?
Conformity. Actually, I was coming to that point. अभी दूसरा point जो मैं बोलने वाला था, conformity. Certain things, certain societies में, for example, एक simple example. In Christianity, when you do celebrate Christmas, you should have wine, right?
It's actually not true because my wife, she is a Christian, but that's not.
I mean, that's the norm, right? It's at least not haram, right? But if you go to Islam,
it is haram.
It is haram.
So how do I know whether it's right or wrong?
तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, उसी पॉइंट पे आ रहा हूँ. It depends on the society. उस सोसाइटी के लिए वो right है, इस सोसाइटी के लिए वो wrong है.
Okay, very good. Yes, very good.
Based on our knowledge that we have attained till that point, we know it's right or wrong.
Yes.
But yeah,
that's
more
it.
we acquire knowledge, we'll know whether it's right or wrong.
आपको पता है, अगर मेरे पास $100 है, ठीक है, I can only spend $100. मेरे पास जितनी नॉलेज है उसी के हिसाब से I can measure things. I cannot measure anything beyond my knowledge. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने बोला ना, फॉर मुसलमान इट्स हराम, फॉर क्रिश्चियन इट्स नॉट. ठीक है, हाउ डू आई नो दिस इज करेक्ट? द ओनली थिंग इज यू गो थ्रू वी विल टॉक अबाउट इट. इट्स कॉल्ड, देयर आर 3 तरह के प्रमाण होते हैं. एक होता है, द फर्स्ट प्रमाण इज प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण. प्रत्यक्ष मतलब जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. I can see this is red color, प्रत्यक्ष है, प्रमाण है ये. लेकिन कई बार हमारे पास विजुअल इल्यूजन भी तो होते हैं. हम लोग रेगिस्तान में हैं, हमें पानी दिख रहा है बट इट्स नॉट देयर, दैट्स इल्यूजन. सो प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण कैन बी रॉन्ग. सेकंड प्रमाण होता है अनुमान प्रमाण. अनुमान प्रमाण इज स्पेकुलेशन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2+2 अगर 4 हो रहा है तो 4+4 8 होगा. ठीक है, इट्स यूजुअली करेक्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने अगर यहाँ से एक फोर्स लगा के बॉल फेंकी, उस दीवार तक गई, अगर मेरे को उसके पीछे वाली दीवार तक फेंकना है तो मैंने अनुमान लगा लिया मेरे को जोर से फेंकनी पड़ेगी. ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड अनुमान. प्रॉब्लम विद अनुमान प्रमाण इज इट डजंट वर्क ऑल द टाइम, बिकॉज इफ यू लुक एट साइंस, यू नो, फिजिक्स, क्वांटम फिजिक्स, यू लुक एट क्वांटम फिजिक्स डजंट वर्क. जो नॉर्मल फिजिक्स होती है और क्वांटम फिजिक्स के रूल्स बिल्कुल अलग अलग हैं, है ना. सो वी कैन नॉट से अनुमान प्रमाण, क्योंकि अनुमान प्रमाण डजंट वर्क हियर. सो अनुमान प्रमाण इज नॉट द अदर, दिस इज नॉट द वे टू लर्न गेन नॉलेज, है ना. दिस इज ऑल्सो मेरे पास, दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉट द वे टू गेन नॉलेज. सो देयर हैज टू बी समथिंग एल्स, एंड दैट थिंग इज कॉल्ड शब्द प्रमाण. शब्द प्रमाण इज, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, my brother, he's a doctor, he's in Sydney, he's a pediatrician. When he speaks to his patient, उनके पेशेंट आंख बंद करके उसका विश्वास कर लेते हैं. Why? Because he studied from a university which was bona fide. He studied the books which were bona fide, and that's why the knowledge is bona fide. अगर कोई मेरे भाई को if my brother is saying your kid has this and this, तो कोई पलट के नहीं बोलता है यार आप कैसे बोल सकते हो, प्रूफ दिखाओ. कोई बोलता है नहीं. Because we use that as a proof. It's called शब्द प्रमाण. तो हमारा शब्द प्रमाण क्या है? Scriptures. Now some people will say that scriptures तो सबके अलग अलग है ना. जैसे आपने बोला एक स्क्रिप्चर में लिखा है हराम है, दूसरे में लिखा है नहीं है. Actually I've read Quran and I've read Bible as well. जो ट्रू क्रिश्चियंस है ना, जो एक्चुअली रियल क्रिश्चियंस हैं, दे आर एक्चुअली वेजिटेरियन एंड दे डोंट ड्रिंक अल्कोहल. यू नो, जो वाइन की आप बात बोल रहे हो ना, एक्चुअली दैट्स द रियल क्रिश्चियंस है ना, दे डोंट अलाउ इवन एनी इंटॉक्सिकेशन एट ऑल. बट क्या हुआ, दे यूज दैट ग्रेप जूस एज ग्रेप वाइन and they want to satisfy their tongue. They misinterpreted it. There was a king, he actually changed a lot of things in Bible to suit himself. There was out of 10 commandments, there is one commandment which says thou shall not kill. They changed it to thou shall not murder, because kill to सबके लिए आ जाएगा, murder मतलब humans के लिए. So they will eat anything which is not human, which is actually not true. I personally know some Christian, they don't eat meat because they understand thou shall not kill. So orthodox नहीं, ऑर्थोडॉक्स तो खैर अभी जो नए ऑर्थोडॉक्स हैं, they follow similar to Quran. They don't eat pork, है ना. They will eat all the animals except for pork because pork is haram, है ना. But that is still limited knowledge. हमारा जो actual scriptures, when you read actual scriptures, that is called शब्द प्रमाण. And if you actually follow the scriptures, then you will reduce the burden on the society. Then you will understand what is the selfless service. अगर एक बंदा यहाँ पर बैठा है और कह रहा है प्लीज 2-3 दिन से खाना नहीं खाया है, आपने खाना भी दे दिया उसको, अरे यार 2 दिन से खाना नहीं खाया है और 7 दिन से सिगरेट भी नहीं पी है, and you giving him a cigarette as well. So is it selfless service? आप तो कहोगे नहीं यार, मैं तो खुद नहीं पीता हूँ, मैं तो पूरा पैकेट खरीद के दिया, मेरे तो पैसे लगे. अगर if a third person sees it, जैसे यार क्या आदमी है यार, देखो अपने पैसे खर्च करके खुद भी नहीं पीता है, फिर भी पिला रहा है सिगरेट. But that's not right thing to do. What you're doing is you're bringing that person one step closer to death, है ना. So that's why when we talk about selfless service, you're absolutely right. It depends on perspective. However, we should not rely on our own perspective. We should rely only one perspective, which is scriptural perspective. The reason is because scriptures are Amal Purana. Amal means they are eternal, they have never been changed and they will never change. The application can never be changed. For example, theory of relativity, the application changes. As soon as you go to normal physics to quantum physics, application changes. So it no longer has science anymore. Those rules don't allow to quantum physics. But scriptures is same for animals, same for us, same for Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, same for man and woman, same for everything, everyone. And they never change based on time, place and circumstances. It will not change. And that is why when you actually reduce the burden on society through living your life through scriptures, you will get true happiness and contentment. So there is no other way to get true happiness. We are all trying, है ना. आप में से हम लोग सब लोग ऑस्ट्रेलिया क्यों आए थे? थोड़ा सा पीस मिल जाएगा, थोड़ा सा अच्छा लाइफस्टाइल होगा, इंडिया से हौच पौच नहीं होगा. लेकिन यहाँ पर आके वही ढाक के 3 पात, सेम टू सेम, एग्जैक्टली सेम. वहाँ पर क्या प्रॉब्लम होती थी कि सड़क पे चलते हुए किसी ने गाड़ी से कीचड़ उछाल दिया. यहाँ पर वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. यहाँ पर क्या है, चलते चलते किसी ने कमेंट मार दिया. वो कीचड़ तो आप घर जाके धो दोगे, लेकिन जो उसके कमेंट आपके दिमाग में गया वो 2-3 महीने तक दिमाग में ही है. And then you start feeling low, you lose your sleep over it. Do you know what I mean? So the purpose why we came here for was happiness and contentment. Are we really happy and content? If we are not, that means the way we are living our life need to change. There is a हमारे corporate world में simple सी saying है, if you don't change, if you want to change, you need to change. अगर आपको change चाहिए, you have to change yourself. Otherwise नहीं होगा कुछ भी. Understanding that please, अगर हम लोग, if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same results. If you want different results, what you have to do is you have to change the way we are doing, whatever you're doing right now. तो हमारा क्या purpose है? The way we do in our classes, I think, both Preeti and Sanjeev will tell you that we discuss these kind of matter on a daily basis. Our idea is to what can we do on a daily basis to become happy and content. And we have seen it. We all have money. None of us had issues with money. None of us had issues with food की food नहीं आ रहा है. None of us had issues with कि बच्चों को जो toys चाहिए हम लोग नहीं दिला पा रहे हैं. None of us has issues कि यार बच्चे को जिस school में हम लोग वो जा रहा है, he is not learning anything. None of that is our issue. Then why are we not content? अगर आप इंडिया में जाओ, इंडिया में बोलो this is my lifestyle, and people in millions will trade their life for you, for your life, like this, because they think this is happiness. But we know that's not true. So what is happiness? How do we get happiness? The only other way is to start from inside. You have to Om Agyan Timirandhasya. Agyan का जो अंधेरा है, Om Agyan Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakya. ज्ञान का जो अंजन है लगा के, काजल है ना, ज्ञान के काजल से जब हम देखेंगे तो अंधकार चला जाएगा. और वो जो गुरु मतलब जो हम लोग इंस्ट्रक्शंस मिल रहे हैं स्क्रिप्चर से, that will light our path towards contentment. And that is how we can actually go living with the purpose. And once we start living with the purpose, you know what will happen? You will start feeling gratitude. So we'll stop with the video that we're going to watch, and then we'll call it a night.
I want to just offer to you 3 essential principles of gratitude. Being mindful and grateful. The first one being recognizing all the wonderful things that have been done to us. Believe me, we are in such a rush most of the time. We're not even thoughtful and mindful to recognize the incredible gifts that have been showered upon us. How many of you had loving parents? Most all of us. How many of us feel that we've been receiving so much affection from our parents? Yes. How many of you have loving spouses? You might want to or may not want to raise your hands. That is completely up to you. It's your choice, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to raise your hands for this. How many of you had wonderful teachers? How many of you had some amazing friends? Great. How many of you have come in contact with some wonderful spiritual personalities? Great. And how many of us feel that our life is a collective sum total of the so many wonderful things that have been done to us by so many in our lives? Show of hands, please. All of us, isn't it? So many of us have been recipients and received so much from our families, from our friends, from our teachers, from saints. I'll tell you something, to be very honest, what the world needs today is transformed individuals. We have a lot of affluence, we have a lot of influence, we have a lot of information. We are in an age which is laden with information. You know, what we truly need is transformed individuals who can utilize what we have for constructive causes in the world, who can truly bring light to the world, who can truly bring hope to the world. There's enough information. What we would need is transformation. And what better a way but to have a spiritual culture to bring that transformation in individuals. And in fact, I don't want to say it, but I must, that spirituality happens to be one of those major ways to bring transformation in individuals. I see so many people following different parts of spirituality and change and transform to not just be a part of competition, but be a part of contribution. Along with competition, they're also looking at contribution. Youth is the hope for the world. Youngsters, young men and ladies are the ones who can change the shape of planet Earth, who can change the way the world functions, bringing in incredible hope and light to the world.
So, today what we will do is, today we are celebrating, this month is called Damodar month, which is called Kartik month. What happened on this month is, Mother Yashoda tried to bind Krishna on a grinding mortar, which is like, so, and this month is very, very dear to Radharani, because actually it's dear to everyone, all the Brajvasis, Gopis. This month, and because it's dear to Radharani, Krishna is very happy during this month. So whatever spiritual activities that you do during this month gives you thousands of multifolds of benefits. For example, any pious activity you do in this month, get, it's like a sale, hoti na sale, buy one get one free. Isme buy one get 100,000 free. So this is called Damodar month. क्या हुआ था इस दिन? Mother Yashoda was once churning the butter, है ना? बहुत देर से butter churn कर रही थी, and suddenly Krishna came to, भूख लगी मम्मा. So Mother Yashoda got him and started feeding him. And suddenly she realized कि kitchen में चूल्हे पे मैंने दूध रख के छोड़ दिया है. She drops Krishna. She actually put Krishna on the floor. She runs towards the kitchen, get the milk off the stove, and Krishna gets really upset कि यार ये क्या है यार, ये मुझे तो बोलती है कि ये सारा मक्खन मेरे लिए निकाल रही हैं और वहाँ उस दूध को बचाने के लिए चली गई मेरे को छोड़ के. And he got really angry. He was a little boy, got really angry. You know what he did? He broke all the pots. जिसको बनाने में मदर यशोदा को 3-4 दिन लग गए थे, वो सारे pots तोड़ दिए. ठीक है? एंड जैसे ही टूटा उनको समझ में आ गया कि यार ये तो मैंने बहुत बड़े गड़बड़ काम कर, होता है ना बच्चे कुछ गड़बड़ कर देते हैं, देन दे रियलाइज ओह गड़बड़ हो गई यार. देन ही गॉट रियली स्केर्ड कि अब क्या होगा. एंड देन मदर यशोदा केम फ्रॉम द किचन एंड शी लुक्ड एट इट. व्हाट हैपेंड? सारे मटके टूट गए यार, सबके सब. देन शी लुक्ड एट हिम एंड इनिशियली ही वाज डूइंग दिस, गुस्से में बच्चे करते हैं ना. एंड एज सून एज मदर यशोदा को उसने देखा कि इनकी आंखें लाल हो रही हैं, he got really scared. And then he thought, क्या करूं मैं? He just ran. Mother Yashoda picked up a stick and she ran behind him and grabbed him थोड़ा आगे जाके. And क्या रोते रोते बोलती, I'm gonna tie you up for the whole day. बाहर धूप में पड़ा रहे तू, तेरा यही सजा है. So she got the rope, but she couldn't tie the rope because rope was little small, 2 fingers small. So इतनी rope आ रही थी. So she couldn't tie a knot. So what she did is, she goes, यही खड़ा रहे, अभी और रस्सी लेके आती है. दूसरी रस्सी लाती है. She ties the रस्सी with the other रस्सी. फिर भी वो बांधने लग जाती है. फिर 2 finger shot. Then she gets upset. She goes, what is happening? And then she realized कि मेरा बेटा ना थोड़ा चमत्कारी है, ये कर रहा है कुछ. तो उसको बोला, आज तो तेरे को मैं बांध के रहूंगी. और सारी गोपियां वगैरह खड़ी थी वहां पे ना, गोपा गोपी, सबको बोला, तुम लोग क्या खड़े खड़े क्या रहे हो, जाके रस्सियां लेके आओ अपने घर से. सारे गोपा गोपी अपने घर से रस्सियां लेके आए. सारी रस्सियां जोड़ी, बड़ी लंबी हो गई रस्सी. फिर वापस बांधने गई तो वापस वो 2 finger shot. Then she gave up. She was crying. She was all sweating and crying and she goes, बंध जा मेरे लाल, बंध जा. तो उन्होंने बोला ओके अम्मा. तो उठाते हैं खुद ही और कहते हैं आप बांधो. तो उसकी माँ उनको बांध देती है. Now the relevance of this story is, in order for us to be successful, there are 2 things that is required. Right? There are 2 things that are required. One is our endeavor. जो यशोदा माँ endeavor कर रही थी, रस्सियां बांधे जा रही थी. But our endeavor is never gonna be 100% enough. we need another aspect of it, which is called mercy of the Lord. So this 2-finger shot represents we need to do all our endeavors in our life, but we need to depend on the mercy of the Lord as well. होता क्या है? We become so proud कि we don't need भगवान. I'll do it. और कई बार लोग ये भी बोलते हैं यार वो भी बंदा तो look at that guy, जो गोरा है, हमारे पड़ोसी है जो गोरा है. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't do anything. उसका भी तो काम चल रहा है. When we start thinking like this, we are becoming proud, thinking that no, I don't need mercy of the Lord. I just need my endeavor. हो जाएगा. नहीं होता, है ना? उस बंदे के घर पे भी जो हो रहा है वो भी मर्सी के कारण ही हो रहा है. वो पिछले जन्म की आ रही हो, उससे पिछले जन्म की आ रही हो, we don't know. But मर्सी के कारण. मर्सी is very important. फिर उसके बाद भगवान कृष्ण चलते रहते हैं और 2 पेड़ के बीच में मोटर फंस जाती है. Then she pushes it and he pushes it and 2 बड़े-बड़े कमल अर्जुन के पेड़ जो कि probably around कितने 50 फीट के करीब होते हैं, वो पूरे दोनों गिर जाते हैं बहुत लाउड नॉइज के साथ. तो मदर यशोदा भागी हुई आती हैं कि क्या हो गया. फिर देखा कि कृष्णा वहां से निकल रहे हैं and she sees 2 beautiful personality comes out of the trees. They are where is the Manigriva and Nalkuvera. So can you pass this on to? So Manigriva and Nalkuvera comes out. So अब जो हम लोग आरती करने वाले हैं, ये जो आरती होने वाली है इसमें सारे के सारे इसके लिरिक्स हैं और इसका मीनिंग है. So we will do the whole kirtan, whole आरती, and then we will read the whole English translation as well today. Okay, we'll get the kids to, whoever wants to read it, raise your hand. We'll bring the mic. You can read 1 paragraph each. Okay, so let's do the Damodar Aarti now. So this Damodar Aarti is based on, we're gonna glorify the Krishna who has done this pastime. Okay. Where is Ruchita Mataji? Prabhu, you can do the Kartana. Sanjeev. Ruchita Mataji. So after the class, after everything happens, I'm gonna be here. You can ask questions if you have. Abhi time nahi hai, otherwise I would have asked you to ask questions. Everybody has one of these? Okay.
Very good. So when we sing this Damodar Ashtakam, can I request all of you to try to follow it together, right? So you will all get a chance to offer the lamp, and we do it one by one. We don't do it all together. हम साथ में नहीं करेंगे, मगर जब हम गाते हैं तो साथ में कोशिश करते हैं तो भगवान को हम उच्चारण करेंगे. And obviously, when we go through the English translation, we'll understand what each of those stanzas mean. Okay? पहले प्रभुजी पहले translation पहले पढ़ें.
Let's do the translation.
Okay.
So who wants to do the first translation? Want to read it?
सारे बच्चों को पहले बुला लेते हैं यहाँ पे.
Mother, you can get the kids here. Prabhu, Sanjeev, Prabhu, you can start louder.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from the swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding motor in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To the Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances.
Thank you, Prabhu. Who wants to read next?
Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he's crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with